Hi friends, this is the first video of my another series about AWS. So in this series we are going to cover all the certification topics of AWS and some other topics apart from it. So as it's the first video, let's me give you some overview and we can start with the first topic, which is AWS region. AWS has region all around the world. As you know, they have region in every single continent. So you may have heard something like this. They call their region like US East, or if we take, for example, AWS Sydney region is called as AP Southeast too. AWS just has a bunch of regions around the world, and the region is what you think it is. It is basically somewhere in the world. Each region will have a availability zone, and now availability zone, as we all recognize them, because they end up with letters like US East 1A, US East 1B. These letters are A, B, C, D, E, F and can go up to 6AZ and so far. So AZ is another word for availability zone, and they are basically representing the physical data centers in a region. So think like a huge data center somewhere in the world. All these availability zones, they are separate from one another because they want to be separate from the disaster, which is the uh, first rule of the redundancy, that all the data centers need to be separated from each other in a physical location. So this is why they have multiple availability zones in one single region. Each AWS region is basically built around a minimum of 3 data centers or availability zones. And that's the basis of how Amazon works. Each AWS console now are a region scoped except for IAM and S3. Basically, when you go in AWS user interface, I will show you in some time, you will scope to a particular region, and that what it means, that when you perform some changes in AWS console or when you perform some actions, those actions in particular service is applied or performed in a specific region which is selected in your console. Now the availability zone themselves are subnet of the region, but they are not shown in the console. So uh, let me go to the console now. One second. If I go to my management console, you can see I am in Ohio region. So if you click on the top right and in the drop down, which is I'm in the Ohio region, you can see the other regions which exist and could be selected for perform a services. So if I go to a service like, let me select EC2, which is one of the most famous service, and we are going to read about it in the next topic. So I selected EC2, and here you can see I can select the region because it's a region specific service where you can launch a virtual machine, which I'm going to cover in later section. But there are some services, not too much. One of them is the IAM services, which is the, let me show you how it is. If I go to IAM, IAM is a global service. If you go here, it's a global service. And if you click on the drop down, it shows IAM does not require a region selection. So there are few services that don't require a region selection. The best work for you is to start with a region which is near to your physical location. Like I am in the US region, so I have selected the Ohio location. So it's always advisable to select the location which is the nearest physical to you. So let me show you. You just need to type on Google Amazon global cloud infrastructure. If you type on Google global infrastructure, it will show you how many availability zones are available, how many regions are available, every single thing, that how many countries and territories are served by Amazon, how many locations are directly connect, how many point of presence. This shows you the complete infrastructure of Amazon services. So if you see there, everywhere around the globe, you can see multiple availability zone in every single region, and they are the orange ones which are under the development and will come pretty soon. So for this tutorials, I choose the Ohio region, but you can choose the one which is the nearest to you. And we will use multiple regions in the coming tutorials. So for this availability zone, this is it, and I will be get with a new tutorial. And the next topic we are going to cover is the IAM services, which is the identity management services. So wait for my second tutorial in this series of AWS certification, and please stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends, and please like it. Thank you so much.